Hôm nay chúng tôi hân hạnh được trình chiếu một trong những bài thuyết giảng sâu sắc với tựa đề Nhật ký của Sư Phụ về những điểm nối kết thiêng liêng, phần 2 của 6 phần, trên giữa thầy và trò, được giảng bằng tiếng Anh vào ngày 19, 20 và 22 năm 2013 tại Pháp.
Oh, sorry, it's not here. It's not here. Because I don't always write in here. There's another spiritual diary I wrote more often. Before I use this, but later it's too big to carry around, so I didn't carry it. Yeah, and then later in the same bed, I discovered in another area, this corner, so deeper than that one even. Hundreds of millions times deeper. I mean, more powerful. And then now I discover more, for example, like that. It's not always in the same area you always discover the maximum spiritual power connection. It's not like that. Okay, so I probably wrote it somewhere else. Yeah, it's in the other, because I always draw a map like this, for example, but not here, not this one. Later on, I discovered that I should just write it directly in that spiritual diary, so that every time I open it, I know exactly, because I use that one more often. Before, the reason I use this one, for example, because I had to write a lot of things. And for example, this is very big. The other spiritual diary is only half size of it. I can't pack all this inside. So for example, like that. Or for example, before when I had to check every day, in the beginning of rediscovery, I have to write things down. Oh, where are you? Okay, for example, before I didn't draw a map, I write, for example, in another place, not here, yeah? Like a youth quail is where and where, what position. And then produce life is where, for example, near the pool. The pool, but near the rail. On the left corner, right corner, I have to reorientate my position. For example, facing the sun is on the right side, on the left side, in the middle of the pool. Yeah, imagine soaking yourself in the pool all day. People would think you melt in the water. Nobody ever soaked in the pool so long. Yeah, you get cramp, you get all your skin become a wrinkle, swollen, your feet look funny. It's not fun, is it? Not always fun, huh? Yes. And I don't have those protected, diving suit. Yeah, I can't go buy it, and I don't know where to buy it. Besides, I'm always in a hurry. If I find something better, I jump in. I don't care if it's a midday sun, and I don't have umbrella. I don't care if it's so cold and I haven't got the blanket ready. I don't care. I just do it. Yeah, before I keep writing everything, you see. So this book is better for me to write because there's so many things. You understand? Like peace stream, spiritual uplifting, grace, nutrition, reorientation, control of life and death, healing power, permanent youth, disaster nullified, restore love, karmic immunity, blah, 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 all wishes fulfilled, blah, 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 blah. You know already, yeah? A lot. a lot of them, and I have to write where is it. And also how much spiritual power it affords me, yeah? For example, so the bigger the better, it's easier to write. Later I'm smarter, I just write on the map. And then I note it in different pages. And sometimes I don't have enough. I don't have enough space to write on that small book. Then I write to wherever it's empty. Someday I don't write a lot on one page. Like on the first, there's nothing on it. Just how much spiritual merit I had that day. That's all. So that's very empty. Yeah. Then I had to write backward. Like here on the 5th already, I say, please see the first for myself. Because I will continue in writing from the 5th. You see what I mean? Yeah, like that. Yeah. So I manage. before in the beginning, I was so excited. Of course, I know things and I'm very excited. So I wrote down every day, like how much, for example, okay, karmic immunity, yeah, how much I have that day, yeah, and like 13th of May, 2013, 14 hour 45, 2:45 in the afternoon. I would have like 56% karmic immunity, and it will last me 10 months, for example, yeah? That day only, yeah? Yeah. And then the world will benefit. No, that's nothing for the world then, just for me. That karmic immunity is not for the world, it's for me. I have to meditate well so that the world have less bad karma. But anything karmic immunity is for me to protect myself from too much of the world bad karma, so that I won't die so quick. Understand? So that I can continue to meditate. So everything for the world is different, but karmic immunity, karmic control, all that is for me. Okay? Yes. Life and death control is also for me if I use it. If I use it, but I don't use it. Yes, I don't want to live until 300-400 years. No, thank you. No. 1,000 years even. No, thank you. No. Yeah, and for example, read L. What is that? Maybe regain love, for example. Nah? Then it's not for me. Yeah, it's for the world. On that day, same day, same time. The world has 42%, and it lasts for 32 years for these people. But later on, the new coming and they make new karma, then it's also gone. For example, if the world stay as it is, as it was, then it will last 32 years. Then whatever love they have lost. And the universe regain only 14%, and it lasts 2 years. You see, the world has more power from whatever I have. For example, like that, okay? And on the 14th, next day, nah? For example, I'm just telling you what I did. Are you interested?
Yes.
Next day, 14th of May, 2013, or 14 hour, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I have 78% karmic immunity, and it will last me only 11 months. Yeah, last time, because more people will have come then. That's why. You see, it was 56% and it lasts 10 months. But here, 78%, it lasts only 11 months. It should be a little bit more, right? But not. Because the world changed. The karma changed, or maybe new initiation, or some disciple did something wrong, or some people did something wrong in the world. Yeah? For example, like that. So you see, so it's not always the same. It's not like I meditate today, 3 hours, I get exactly the same like yesterday. It's not like that. You see that? Mm-hmm. Yes. And the world don't gain, the universe don't gain, of course. Then I don't write anything. It's like that. Okay? Yeah. On the 16th of May, I have 84% karmic immunity. And it will last me 1 year. It's all different. You see, it's all different. Well, it's similar like that. For example, nutrition reorientation. On the 13th of May, I brought down like 54% spiritual power, and it will last 82 years. But nutritional reorientation, that means people that day, they can tune in and become vegetarian or vegan immediately. And that will last them all their life. Okay? Yeah. 82 years is almost their life, no? Mostly. Yeah, for example, so in the beginning, I wrote a lot of stuff here. So I had to use this word. You see what I mean? Yeah. And for the life portent is also for people. So they can have a better quality of life. Yeah, better if they tune in, if they're high enough to get it. Yeah, yes. Some people can, even not practitioner, they can make use of that. You see, whatever we can make use, it depends on our level, you see, and our merit. That also, yeah, yes. So all this benefit will not go to the very terrible criminals, the people who kill others. Very little or zero that they can get, unless they truly had very big good merit in the former life, with which they haven't used up. Then maybe they could use a little bit of the power that brought down. But most criminals, very, very terrible criminal without repentance, or those people who keep killing others, who order to kill or intend to kill or want to kill people in the name of religion or whatever, all go to hell. I don't see anybody who kill anybody in the name of God or Buddha, whatever, will ever go to heaven. None. Or the leaders who, perpetuate wars, all are in hell. And for long, 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 long time. So if I propose peace or encourage people to make peace, it's not just for the victims. It's not because war is terrible only, yes, for the victims, but for the person, the one that instigated, the war maker. For them, there will be worse trouble, worse punishment, worse pain and suffering than the victim that endure now in one lifetime. Understand me? No matter how suffering the victims feel or have to endure now, it's nothing compared to the person who caused them suffering. They will endure so much, thousands, hundreds, million times more than that, and for a long, long time. It seems like forever. So peace is for everyone. Huh? It's better, especially for the leaders who makes war. Should rethink about it, because we don't just have this lifetime. Any intelligent person would know that life doesn't just begin when you're born and stop when you die. Any little IQ person should understand this and would understand this. So whatever we do here will continue. It won't end. It won't end when you kill a person. It won't end when you make suffering for others. It will continue later on. Nah? In this life or in hell or in the next life. They're too busy to think about that, these so-called leaders. Yeah, because when you are in a position of leaders, you're too powerful. Just one order and heads will roll, yeah? Life will be dead for many people, for example, like that, or suffering will be inflicted upon many. So easy to give order, to kill or to harm. But they should stop and think about it. Where would it lead to? After this life, where would they go? All this suffering will not just dilute in the air or dissolve in the wind. It's not. It's continue forever. The energy will not dissolve until things are equally balanced. Yes. Only when the debts are paid, even blood debt or any debt has to be paid, and multiply of payments. Just like you borrow things in the bank, then you have to pay interest. Okay? Yeah, it's like that. If you have money, you pay it all down, then you pay only maybe $200,000. If you don't have money, you have to borrow from the bank, then you pay less than 200,000 every day, yes? But you have to pay a lot until it mounted up to maybe 300,000 or 400,000 US dollars by the time you paid up. Is that not so? Yeah, you real estate, realtor, you know that.
Compounded interest.
Compounded interest. Wow, what a word. This is, in America, they say short mortgage. And you have to pay mortgage, yeah? That's that. And if you don't have money to pay daily until the debt is paid, what happened?
It's worse.
What happened?
Take it away.
Worse, yeah, they take away your property. You have nowhere to go. They throw your furniture out if you are entitled to even keep any. You know, mostly they take the furniture, every little thing in your house. Maybe some clothes. If it's a valuable clothes, maybe they take as well. So you have only some on your bodies. Yeah. Maybe some bread if there's any. Yeah. For example, like that. You see, the same with the karmic law in the universe. If you don't have enough merit to balance out what bad thing you've done, then you have to go to suffer, more or less, in hell or in another kind of less fortunate existence. Yeah? Okay, now you know why I have such a big book here. Because in the beginning, I wrote all kind of things here. Even, oh my God, like omnipresent love is in front garden, extreme left, next to the oleander bloom flower. Yeah, for example, like that. I wrote a lot of things. Universe stability, bed, lower half, lower half, but half of the upper lower half. Because the bed is like this, yeah? And this is upper half where you have your pillow, yeah? And this is the lower half, right? But not the entire lower half, it's a lower half, upper lower half. So I had to write it like that. In the beginning, I had no time to think of anything. I just jumped there and then write whatever. So that I remember the next day to continue. Because in the beginning, I was too happy if I can discover one. It's not like the whole bunch like the one I just showed you right now. It's not like that, huh? And even then, after a while, after I be in that bed for a while, first I discovered a little corner here and a corner there and corner there, corner there. And then after I thought, oh, there must be more. Okay, and then I begin to write down, huh? And then I asked, is there some more, please? And then I discover, there are more on the whole bed. And it took me 3 days to write it all down.
Wow.
Yeah, because I forgot what it is, the name. Because the name is in heaven language. And in English, I forgot. You see what I mean? It's very difficult to remember heavenly language when you are in this physical body. So I translate it into English, but sometimes I'm not quick enough. I thought I would remember later, but I wouldn't. You see, for example, even peace have 2, 3 names. You see, peace from God, peace total, peace for all, produce peace, peace permanent, peace, yeah, whatever. Like that. So if you don't remember the exact name, the power will not be revealed to you. I mean, to me. Yeah. To you, no. Of course. That's for protection, eh? For protection. Not just for me, but for anyone who happen to be there. Otherwise, you will burn. You will burn to script. Your soul will be annihilated. Maybe not your soul, but your life. Yeah. Oh my God, no wonder. Wow. Look at that. For example, God's love. It's not here, not in this place. It say, a lower front garden near the gate, and next to water hose, the black one, 1.5 feet, 1.5 of the 2 feet stretch out. opposite way, for example. Oh my God! I wonder if you could even find it, if you even read this treasure map. Huh? GPS. Yeah, GPS. I'm sure. Spiritual GPS, eh? Oh yeah, we have to invent that, so I don't have to work so hard. Yeah.
Master, what does regain love mean?
Regain love means for the people in the world who has no more love in their heart. I mean real love, not love between man and wife. Love for all beings, so that their heart will not be too hardened, so that they can soften their stance toward others and have more sympathy, more love for others, as much as possible. Otherwise, they go on killing and murdering and robbing mercilessly, understand? Or torturing people. So this is to make the world more loving and kind. Yeah, every heart more loving, more kind. But this is almost like very difficult for many people. Very difficult. They don't have love for God. They don't have love for anything. They just think this is the life they get and nothing else. So they take as much as they can from anything, from anybody, without remorse, without worrying about the consequences, because they don't think that there is any consequences. They don't even think like that. They don't even feel sorry for anyone that they harm or hurt or killed. Understand? This is a loveless kind of being, of human. So this love regain, return, it might help some of them soften their heart. It's like that. Any more question?
Master,
Yeah.
Master, how do the low-level people manage to gain the benefit if you're supposed to be spiritually higher to be able to get to these powers that you speak of? How do the lower-level people manage to benefit from it? Is it just through your compassion and your love that they are affected, or
They get some, very little, that's it. The higher you go, the more you can benefit from all this. Yes.
but while they stay low, how do we manage to help them then?
Or at least they won't become worse.
Okay.
Yeah. At least they will stop to think before they kill or, before they molest someone. It becomes less the bad tendency. And of course, not all will have return love, but at least some. Yeah. Then and then slowly more and more people become better and better, and the world become better place. Okay. But that is if I can meditate more. Yeah, I wish we have more than 24 hours a day, and I wish my body were made of steel. Yeah. Okay. And I wish my dog could stop wanting snacks all day long. Or wanting a love all day long. Sometimes I have to hide from the dogs. I say, you stay here, I come back, and then I go somewhere else. They always want to stick around, and if they're around, I cannot not just not love them. You see, you see them and you say, oh, come here, you, and then you pet them, you love them. And then 10 minutes already gone. 10 precious minutes of my life. For example, each dog 10 minutes, half an hour gone. And then snacks and the water and clean, and then clean the crumb from the house. Otherwise the ants will come in and bite all of us. Understand? It's unhygienic, bacteria stuff. I have to clean every time after that I have snacks. And then I go clean myself and put all the things back. Everything takes 1 or 2 minutes and it's adding up. Understand? Yes.